Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Good evening, everybody. This is Lady Gwendolyn here, and you are watching Under the Rowan Tree. And you're catching me lighting the incense because we've got a lot to cover tonight. So I wanted to get the incense going, get it smelling really good in here. The candles are burning, magic is afoot, and this is Manifestation Day, uh, uh, January 11th of 2023. So for the show tonight, hi Brenda. I I just realized that I am not doing my duties as a good Virgo if I do not have some sort of structure to the show. So we've got a couple different topics that I want to discuss this evening and get with this manifesting and make a little magic. I've already got some started. Get the candle in a bowl. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, anyway, it's for later. It's we always do the magic at the end because we all have our own way to do rituals. Okay, so okay, so first topic tonight, I actually wanted to talk about um, what's going on astrologically right now. Um, Tomorrow we have Mars going out of retrograde. So between now and when I see you next week, this is what's coming. So I've already decided that 2023 is a manifesting year, transformation year. Things are changing. And right now is the perfect time to do any prosperity magic, manifesting, whatever. Um, so that's a few things that we're going to do tonight. um, so Mars goes out of retrograde, so that um, that Aries energy, that full force energy, that aggression energy, that anger energy is going to start balancing back out. So all of that in your face, that fire, extreme fire, because we all know that Mars is the most aggressive. I mean, it's just it is. It's ruled by Aries as the fighter. It's the most aggressive. So all of those energies getting back under control is going to help get us back under control. Now, on the 17th, Saturn goes back direct. And Saturn is um, the planet of karmic law and rationalization and justice. So look at these things coming back in. And then on the very next day, on like the 18th, is when Mercury goes direct. Sorry, I have my tea tonight. My drink of the night is my favorite tea. It's oolong tea, but I did put a little bit of creamer in it, so it does have a little cream color. Kind of gives it vanilla bean flavor. I think it's really good. But anyway, my throat was getting a little dry because I was talking too fast. This is so we've got clear communication, relaxed aggression, karmic justice, all coming through at the beginning, the first part of the year, the first month, and today being the most powerful manifesting day. Um, we are definitely what I told my astrology study group is this is definitely January is the month for manifestation. So please, if you are going to do anything to set yourself up for the year and what you want to accomplish in your life, now is the time to do it. All right. So I'm trying to think about the order in which I want to do these things in. So the incense is burning really good, so I'm thankful for that. Oh, because we really need this area cleansed for what we're about to do. I do have a Pagan Pride announcement. I posted yesterday. We are now open for art submissions for the logo of the year. Um, well, which will be the logo for 2023. The winning artist would be considered Central West Virginia Pagan Pride Artist of the Year. Um, and this takes place in any forms of art. So if you want to paint, if you want to craft, if you, however, you, however your artistic creation comes to you, the one voted best, um, the one that is voted best representation of the theme, which is quote the raven work in the shadows, will win the title, and it's all chosen by the people. You do everything by vote at Central West Virginia Pagan Pride. Um, we will be starting opening at in bulk for uh, May Queen because we have to have a May Queen crown before May. So that'll be coming up at in bulk. Let's see what else. That's pretty much it right now. But you will be able to find us, mark calendars now because it is August 19th at Holly Gray Park in Flatwoods, West Virginia. Um, we usually start at about 11 and go to about 5. So that's what I'm going to say our hours are going to be for now. Um, so anybody is interested in helping out with that as far as teaching a class, showing a demo or anything like that, I am looking forward to that. There was something I wanted to tie together, but I think I'm going to go ahead and make it now. Divination Night Season 3 will be back on air starting February 8th. So we only have a few episodes of Under the Rowan Tree left. Well, like I said, I try to have some structure and some lessons that you can learn and communication with me. And please stick with me because I want your opinion on this thought process here in a little bit. But uh, as always, divination night seasons start out with the West Virginia Psychics. So I will have them partnered up with me as my guest on the first episode. So tune in for that. Look very well. Looking forward to this season. Um, so anyway, and then after that, then I will be off air. Um, Only joining in on the Psychic Coffee Shop Network on for Coffee and Tea with Payson, on my scheduled Thursday nights. Um, because I got to work on festival season. I got to be out there. I got to be promoting Central West Virginia Pagan Pride while working and doing readings and making that money to fund the event. Because while we have fundraisers, I am not afraid to work for it. I will ask the community for help, but I would rather us create something and you make a purchase, something that you like, something calls to you, to work for you, to have our money. Um, we'd just rather work for it. That's how we are. All right, something else that's going on in 2 days. It is Friday the 13th. Yes. So in so the original story goes, I'm gonna need it. No alcohol in here tonight, y'all. So let me give you a little history lesson on Friday the 13th. October, Friday the 13th, 1306, the uh, Romans killed the Knights Templar, and it was known as the bloodiest day in history at that point. So, well, the unluckiest day in history. So that's where the original origins come from. There is a spiritual origin. Friday is the day ruled by Venus, who is the goddess of, you know, goddess representation. So Friday is when you honor the goddess. 13, and for those of you who are following me that do tarot, you know that 13 card is that death card, and death represents what? Death, rebirth, transition, change, all of those things. And so that's what we have on Friday the 13th, honoring the goddess of change and transformation, death and rebirth. So that's what I'm going to do. So watch for that. I'll have a video or something made up to where I'm honoring all the goddesses. I might put all of my goddess statues together on the altar for the day. Okay, so I see these people. I don't know what this means. Pink waving, hand pink waving. Hi, thanks for joining. Um, so yeah. Anyway, that's Friday the 13th. Um, information that I have. Um, I want to talk about something else, and I want to add this to the show for the next couple of series. So, okay, okay. information. Uh, okay, so pagan parenting. Now, Rowan Temple of Light, myself, I'm gonna speak for Lady Morgana because she's our youth minister. Um, Raising pagan youth is important because they are our next generation. That's why when we do certain, events, we try to make them family friendly. There's always something for the kids to do and the kids to learn. So I wanted to kind of talk to you about a couple pagan parenting things. I did have a question this past week, but I couldn't get anyone to answer it for me, so I will put it here. Pagan parenting question. And this is for anyone who does astrology. If you've ever looked at your child's northern node in your astrology, you understand that the northern node represents your life's purpose, your soul's purpose in this lifetime. Would you fast track your child on that path, or would you let your child um, find their own path like you did? So that's a tough question. Um, I feel as though there is a happy medium there that you can direct them. See, knowing what, okay, so knowing that your child is on the path to be a leader, and knowing that their path could be toward, you know, for some reason I'm seeing swords, so I'm thinking tarot. So the communications and um, so a leader in communications. That's what. So would you try to like put your kid toward more on electronics and studying and go to school to study all of that, or would you just kind of gently nudge them and say, "Hey, would you be interested in it?" and then just let it go? Or would you be kind of pushy about it? And the reason that I asked this question is, would are you and we all want the best for our kids, right? Everybody wants that. But this takes it a step further. This good thing for your child is not just good for them in this life, it's good for their soul because it's helping their soul to advance. You understand what I'm saying? So just look at that a little bit deeper. It's not just, if you have an opinion on it, please share it with me. I would love to hear. The topics tonight are conversation, open to conversation. I'm open to hear. Thank you. I appreciate that. I would make sure that they were exposed to it, but believe it has to be their choice. Absolutely. I love that, you looked at the path, because we struggle too. And while exposing your child to it helps their soul, they need that passion behind it, right? And they have to find that passion within themselves in order to really make that choice take off and to be that person. Ooh, glad I went for the big mug tonight. So that was the question. And do you incorporate your children into your practice? Now, there are certain things that I do that I bring the little one into. Um, and you all have seen her. She is known by Lady Celine, and that will be her name that she will go by for the rest of her life. She's cool with it. Um, so she was gifted her first altar kit. It was just a little mini altar kit I got from a vendor of ours, and I cannot think of her business name, but her name is Ray Holly. She is out of the Charleston, another vendor out of the Charleston area that I'm highlighting tonight. Um, Ray has done video artistry for us for Rowan Temple of Light. She made our logo. Um, she made stickers. She's got a wide variety of artwork that she creates. Go look her up. That is Reihawley. Ray Holly. She go look her up on Facebook. I can't remember the name of her business right now, and I am sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna go to our first commercial break, and when we come back, we will talk about a couple of different topics. So we'll see.
Hi, I'm Dottie the Psychic, and I'm sure you're wondering why I'm not wearing any makeup. Well, one reason is to irritate my social media manager, Asen Knight. Hi, Asen. The other reason is because I like to get to the naked truth about what it means to be a neurodivergent LGBT person with psychic abilities. I've got vlogs, blogs, and podcasts and videos all related to try to live my best life and helping witches and bitches do the same thing. So, you can check all that out and get a reading from Dottie the Psychic at DOTTIEthepsychic.com. Safe travel and much profit to you.
Do you have a cute pet? We know you do. Each week, Tracy Vann chooses from submitted photos a featured reader for her Facebook page and provides a tarot reading. Your adorable pet cat, dog, rabbit, goat, chicken, snake, or more could be her next featured reader. Visit TracyBann.com, TracyBann.com, and click Featured Reader to submit. We look forward to seeing your pet next.
Hey everybody, Lady Gwendolyn here, and I am here to tell you how to get in contact with me and a little bit about what I do. I am the High Priestess that works with shadow work to help you grow and heal, and I work with access bars, Reiki, I do power forms. I'm recently getting into crystal healing, sound therapy as well. So you can go to Lady Gwendolyn Healing, that is LadyGwendolynHealing.com. Book your appointment with me. I do in person, I do over the phone, I do over Zoom. We can do that as well. My main goal is to help you grow and heal, because I've been there, I'm still going through it, and I let my strength help guide you. See you soon.
Hey everybody, Natalie here from The Pendulum's Path. If you are in need of guidance, direction, spiritual connection, healing, or more, you would come to the right place. I have worked as a psychic and a medium for over 3 years, connecting people from all over the world with their loved ones, giving them insight and guidance into their current situations, their past healings, their blockages, and what they need to know in order for them to have a better future. It would be my absolute honor if you would come to my website at www.thependulumspath.com. Visit my shop. I have a whole bunch of crystals, oils, balms, mystery boxes, and more. And visit my services. I offer 15-minute, 30-minute, and 60-minute sessions. I also have email readings available if you're not comfortable with the one-on-one session with me, or if you just want to try me out. I encourage you to come visit me at the Pendulum's Path, and let's get you back on the right track today.
All right, so we had a comment, uh, continuing with the pagan parenting. I think the bigger struggle for pagan parents would be the line between indoctrination and the steering that one might find themselves conflicted on. Like, avoid pushing that child into doing what their astrology says they will do, and instead focus on the different opportunities that are available to a child with those serenities. I'm sorry, I didn't get that one. Um, I completely understand that. Um, and I wish I had an example for Lady Celine to tell you, because I haven't looked at her chart to see what hers is. But I feel as though it's important to know this information. Um, I feel like it is valuable information. And the same go having your astrology chart, your human design chart, but all of this information helps you to study who you are and how to build and have a better lifestyle. So that's how I look at astrology, which I, starting on Monday, 'cause we did the birth chart for Wednesday, uh, Friday Adams, who was born on um, November Friday the 13th. Um, but I have her birth chart. You can find the videos on my YouTube, um, of her birth chart, and it nails it, you guys. I I really think that I nailed it. Nowhere can we find the information on when her birthday was, but I think with her personality traits, I think I really nailed it. So I'm really excited about that. Go watch the videos. But anyway, we'll start with her houses on um, Monday. So if you are not familiar with astrology, watch the Wednesday Adams videos, because this will help you understand astrology from a character point of view of someone that you are familiar with. And I think, it's helped me understand astrology a little bit better. And the greatest compliment I got was from Natalie, and from the Pendulum's Path. Whenever we were at the Yule Ball and Market, when she said, I always ask people's date of birth, and then as soon as I get it, she said you can see my brain go into calculation mode, and I start like assessing who you are at the root level because of your astrology, which I am completely cool with. Completely. Um, okay, so moving on from that, I just kind of went through that, but yeah. Anyway, I think that it's great to introduce and kind of guide, but not not be strict about it, because I feel like you should allow your child to be themselves and find their own path, because the chances of your child following along the same path as you are very slim. They're not going to follow the same deities that you follow. I mean, they will want to appreciate your deities and respect your deities because of your love and respect for them. But certain deities are going to call your child, and they're going to be sitting around and waiting on them. Now, I understand that. Oh my God, it kind of sounds creepy, but no, I feel as though our souls go through a kind of a watery system, and it's really like, which god is going to, pick our soul. All right, I know what this soul needs. I got this handled this time around. All right, you all take a break from this soul. I got this, but I am gonna need your help, and your help to make it through. And it's like they form a team whenever the soul is ready to come back. That's one of my theories. Okay, but I have another theory. Stick with me here. This can get a little uneven, put it that way. So I have a theory about trickster gods being the transformation gods. And since we are talking about manifestations and stuff like that tonight, I feel as though we should kind of talk about a couple of them that I have just kind of pulled up today. One, the Raven God, and I posted him up in Central West Virginia Pagan Pride and on the Rowan Temple of Light Facebook pages. So if you are members there or can find us there, go look and read about the Raven God. The Raven God is a trickster. Let me just talk about him for a minute because he transitions into Pagan Pride a little bit for this year. Was the Raven, right? Working the shadows, right? Okay, the Crow God, as being a trickster god, um, broke the humans out of the cockle shell, and that's how humans came into being. Um, Also, the Raven, being a trickster god, grabbed that fire and gave it to the humans. Brought us fire. So while he's being tricky, he's doing it for humanity and to help grow and help guide humanity grow. That is why he is honored. That's why the crow is um, representation of all of the things that this year embodies: the death, the rebirth, going into the shadows. Um, what does a trickster do? A trickster can go in and out of realms, doorways, through portals. There's, we have Loki. Everyone knows about Loki. Um, whether it be the Marvel version or the Odinist version, people know about Loki. People know that Loki is a trickster god. He can change and trick people. I mean, for crying out loud, that's how Thor got his hammer. He bet a bunch of dwarfs, made a deal. Dwarves were going away to work. He was okay. He was making a hammer out of Sif's hair because her hair was made of pure gold. So they were making a hammer, and this disturbing little annoying fly kept buzzing around them and made the dwarves mess up and hit at the wrong end. And this hammer then became a short armed hammer, and so Loki won the bet from the dwarves and gave it to Thor as a gift. That's how we got the Mjolnir. So trickster, those trickster gods. But anyway, he changed into a fly. Does that make? I mean, the shapeshifter part kind of gives Zeus kind of trickster god vibes. I mean, look at all he's done, right? I'm not bad mouthing any of the gods. I'm just saying. This is a theory. Theory is these gods, and I have a couple more for reference. Hermes, one being Hermes or Mercury, whichever you want to call him. He's the messenger of the gods, and he can travel through realms. He travels to Mount Olympus. He travels down into the underworld. He can go anywhere and to deliver these messages and to get done what needs to be accomplished. Lord Krishna, he is also one of them. Whenever he died, he went to the afterlife, and he was still fighting still fighting all evil. So he was able to transfer realms and still fight and still be there for the good. So, are trickster gods really bad? That is my question. Are they really bad? They can move anywhere. While some do things that may be tricky, good things come from them. Krishna was god of birth, death, rebirth, all the same things that you talk about with the goddess of number 13. Kind of makes you wonder, what goddess are you going to be honoring this the 13th? I'm just going to tell you, it will be one of these so-called dark goddesses. It will be the goddesses that I want to represent my life this year. And I'm mirroring my life with pagan pride, because I take this that seriously. I'm a shadow practitioner, and I was called to bring this year to really open people's eyes. So we're going to talk about death. We're going to talk about rebirth. We're going to talk about working in the shadows. We're going to talk about opening up yourself so that you can heal yourself. So, but anyway, that's my theory. Let me know what you think in the comments later on. Message me after the show, whatever. I would love to hear what you have to say about that. I want to take another, my second break. And when we come back, we're getting into the magic portion. So get ready.
Welcome back, Goblins! My name is Jason, and I am the host of the Esoteric Book Club, a podcast that examines titles on the magical, paranormal, the mysterious, and the strange. I release 2 episodes a month in which I review books on esoteric topics, recap news of the weird, and conduct interviews with authors, practitioners, and experiencers. The Esoteric Book Club can be found on every major podcast service or can be streamed directly from esotericbookclub.org.
Hi, I'm Tracy Van. I provide a blended reading consisting of mediumship, psychic, and tarot cards. A reading from me can cover any guidance you need from relationships with your partner or your family, spiritual, financial, any questions you may need clarity on. If you would like to book an appointment with me, check out my website, tracyvann.com. That's TracyVann.com. I have bookings from 15 to 60 minutes you may choose from. That helps if you just have a quick question, need an answer, or if you're looking for a reading in more depth. I'm here to provide the guidance and clarity for you. Let's just figure it out. Bye.
Hi, Techie Joe here. I work with Ace and Knight, some of the best psychics in West Virginia, to create amazing live streams and podcasts for the Psychic Coffee Shop Network. Together, we brew up great content discussing news, events, hot topics, and more, all from a psychic perspective. On the Psychic Coffee Shop, we interview amazing authors in the metaphysical realm. Coffee and Tea combines ASIN with Tracy, Dottie, Natalie, or Lady Gwendolyn for the good and the bad of being a psychic. Shameless Self-Promotion with Dottie the Psychic talks to leading and emerging YouTubers and business owners in our community. Mountain Bears brings you the latest in LGBT news and politics. The Psychic That Plans answers the question of, well, how a psychic plans. Plus, we're live on air. We take your comments and your questions, including psychic advice questions. Check out our amazing programming, book an appointment with top psychics, and find out all the wonderful things we have to offer at PCSBnetwork.com today.
Hi, I'm Ace and Knight. I provide tarot readings covering everything from love and relationships to your life questions and your most spiritual answers. And also, I provide a lot of guidance in finances and divorces and all those relationship problems. So, if you'd like to get a reading from me privately, not on air, you can feel free to do so by visiting aceandnight.com and booking your appointment. I also provide on-demand services, so if your life is a little chaotic, you can go ahead and click that call now button there on my site. Great for a quick answer question. All right, guys, back to the show. Enjoy.
All right, so now we are on to the magical portion of Under the Rowan Tree. All right, so prosperity, manifestations, let's get to it. What can you do? One thing that you can do, clean out your purse, clean out your wallet. Get rid of, and I do this regularly anyway, but make sure that you're doing it. Um, Get rid of old receipts, take them and file them. If you file them, get rid of them, do what you have to with them, get them out of your wallet. Change. I kind of have a little bit of a tradition here. While it says, remove the change and stuff like that, I like to keep a little money in there. Um, Mama always told me that if you are giving, I know this is giving a purse or a wallet or something like that, then you should at least put a nickel or a penny in there. But I like to manifest. So I leave at least $1 worth of quarters in there and one of each in my change purse. And whenever it gets more than that, that's whenever I usually empty it. Straighten up your money, clean up your wallet, your purse, all of that. Salt packets, absolutely. Thank you for that. The salt packets are good. Even pepper. If you go to a restaurant and you can get salt and pepper packets, get them. Salt is good for cleansing, and the pepper is good for banishing. So, um, Asen's joining us in the comment section. And so he's the one that said about the salt packets and always pay with bigger bills facing you because you're wanted to. And that's another thing about your putting your money in your wallet. But so the pepper will keep the negativity away from you. The salt will protect you and manifest that money keep coming in, that finances. Um, so those are some good things to do. If you have a totem that you use. Some people have Buddhas or um, like like the money frogs and things like that. Yes, I heard never put your purse on the floor. Um, I've heard that one as well. But let me get back to focus here. um, we're going to create a money bowl and some manifesting. So, like I said, the incense is still burning; it's almost burned out, but I used it to cleanse the space during our commercial breaks. Oh, yeah, here. So I have a couple of different things here. Oh, my hair is wild tonight. All right, back out of the way. So I have a green candle. Yes, it is a little broken. You can see it wobbling. It happened whenever I was getting it in there, but it is held in there by melted wax. One of my history professors always said, as a safety thing, keep cab or bus money in there or money for a night or two at a motel to get a caught away from home. Absolutely. Especially if you're traveling. Absolutely. Okay. I have a green candle in the bowl. What do we put in the bowl? Okay, so we got our pink Himalayan salt because salt we're going to manifest. So I'll put it around in the bottom of, seeing that pretty pink and green. Yeah, that's going to go. Put a lot of it in there. Oops. Some on the table. Okay, so that's in there. We are going to put cinnamon. This is a stick of cinnamon. We're just gonna pop it right in there. Now, bay leaves are good for this as well. So I've already taken a couple bay leaves and wrote on it what we want to manifest. So they're going in here as well. I have some peppermint oil. And I'm going to have some orange oil. This is orange. This smells so good already. Oh, so good. And I do have a little bit of sprinkled cinnamon. I am going to just sprinkle it on here for the bay leaves, so that the bay leaves can soak up the oil. Yeah, on there, really good. Okay. Now I'm gonna add some gemstones just for some energy. So I have some green aventurine. I just have a couple like little pieces, little, I don't know if you can see them or not, but I'm just going to put them in there because that gives it some energy. Notice I'm using all green. Why am I using all green? Why am I using a green candle? Anybody? Green is for money, right? And let me use some citrine here because citrine represents prosperity. So, a couple little pieces in here. Now, if you have pyrite, pyrite would be a great one to put in here. And let's do a couple pieces of quartz. I really wish you could see that right there. A couple pieces of quartz going in there now to get that energy going. All right. So this is what we have right now. It smells so good. Like cinnamon and orange and peppermint, all of these smells that we put in here, and these bay leaves are in here. Now, what you're gonna do, let me get these pieces of salt off the table and throw it in here. But wait, there's more. Yeah, orange and red also works. Okay, so I have some play money, some kids' play money. And what I have is a couple hundreds and a 50. So $250 play money, right? While I don't want play money, I'm going to use this as manifestation money. So I am going to write, take your time with this and write on it what you want to manifest. You've already written some things on the bay leaves, but now for money. So while some people do prosperity checks, this is you increasing your money. So take the highest bill that you got. For this one, it's $100. What will you use that $100 for? If you receive $100, what will you use that money for? The first one, pay bills, right? You see that? Pay bills. The second one, have a good time. Why can't you have work and play, right? Why can't you have it all? You're manifesting. You can have anything that you possibly want. And I have a 50 here. So for one, we have work. For one, we have play. What else could we want? So for this 50 that I have, I think that I am going to write on here that I want personal time. So I want this extra money to go toward my self-care. Why not, right? So personal self-care. What more could you possibly want out of life? So we have this. I'm going to put all this in here. Now, maybe, I really hope that you realize this needs to be in a fire safe dish. I will put it into our fire safe dish or our cauldron, which is probably better to do. For this. All right, so let me get the incense out. And with the sacred Bic, which just so happens to be a Virgo Bic, we light. And that's it. You have created yourself a money bowl for you to manifest what you want. Before it gets too hot and put it in there. See, it is now in the fire safe bowl. The incense is in there. Relight it. All right. And you really, so you light it and now you sit with it. And you think, because this isn't going to last very long, but you really want to, you can, if you want to sit with it 10 minutes and just meditate, that's great. But use your hands, just kind of hold it around. If you want to burn the bay leaves and this, perfectly fine to do. I, though, want to wait a little bit after the candle is burnt down because there is oil on that candle. We dressed the candle while the oil was being put in. So after it gets down about halfway, which I'm going to wait until about where it's cracked. And then, no, it's going steady. It's not fighting. It's not cracking. It's pretty steady. But when it gets down, feed it the bay leaves and let them burn. Let the play money burn. If you decide to do a prosperity check, let that burn. I personally am going to sit here with this little piece of paper, just ripped it off, and write a note to myself about my hopes and wishes for this year. Because while isn't just about money, this is about your overall look for the year and what you want to create. So I hope this helps. Also, something to do, wash your floors, cleanse your house. Now's a good day to do it too. So I know time's not over with. We have another 11/11. So you have a little over 2 hours to get all of this stuff done. You have the final 11/11 on 1/11 of 2023. I wish magic for you and so much joy, manifestation, and prosperity this year. I hope you feed your magic with your purest intent, and may this year be healthier, happier, and more productive for all of us. I love you guys. Thank you for another great night, and I will see you next week. Good night.